What is happening, fishing friends, bass and buddies, and lunker lovers of all variety? Welcome to another episode of B.A.S. Fishing. Today, I've got a surprise for you. This is the new KastKing Pontus spinning reel. It's a bait feeder. So I'll go over the quick specs on this, what's working inside of it, outside of it, why I picked it up and why I'm so excited about it, and we'll get out on the water and do a little testing. So I picked up the 3000 size. This is a 5-2-to-1 retrieve, as you can see there. It's got a nice T-handle on it. It's all aluminum, so there's no plastic parts or anything like that on it. The drag on it is 17.5, so almost 18 pounds of total drag. So you work your front drag like normal, and I'll get into the back drag here in just a second. But moving down from the drag up here, you've got a very sturdy bail. Okay, that's very important to me. I don't like to have a bail that's really thin that can bend and break. So having a nice thick bail that moves easily, see, just barely touching it, moves over very easy. That's important to me when you're casting, trying to stop it in a certain spot. You want it to be good and sturdy. Okay, the retrieve is very smooth. It's a 9+1 anti-reverse ball bearing system, so the retrieve, the reeling of it, is extremely smooth. This, as I said, is the 5-2-to-1. The 2 and 3000 series are a 5-2-to-1 speed. The 3 and 4000, or excuse me, the 4 and 5000 series are a 4.9-to-1 retrieve. So a little bit slower, but a little bit more torque for bigger cranking. As we move back, this is what makes this so special, is the bait feeder system. So when you flip the switch up, the front drag is disengaged and it's only working off this back drag. Works just like normal, right to tight, left to loosen. Okay? What that allows you to do is have your bail closed, but still get an extremely slight drag. So when you're live lining, you've got a bait that's live on there that you're dead sticking, fishing for, catfish, gar, northern, whatever you're fishing for. You can have your bail closed. So instead of leaving it sitting with it open where it can catch on the back like this, okay, or where you've got your drag tightened all the way off, loosened all the way off, when you go to set the hook and get the fish, you've got to tighten it all the way up again, okay? It's a big hassle. So with this, you just keep this up. It's running off just this back drag. But as soon as you engage it by either flipping it over or turning the handle, you're now onto your total drag, which is that basically 18 pounds of drag. Okay, as you can see, quite a bit difference. And I've got this set about medium, but quite a bit different. So that's what's in it. Why do I like this, and why did I choose it? Well, because it's a multitasker. Okay, I only have a couple spinning reels. I don't do a lot of finesse fishing, so I want to make sure I can use it for more than one thing. I don't have a drop shot rod and a shaky rod, all these different things. So if I want to use this for lighter bass applications, I can. Shaky heads, drop shot, no problem on a 3000 size. Okay, it's smooth enough to handle those small baits in finesse fishing. But if I want to bulk up to, like I'm going to show you today, do some live bait, little 4/0 circle hook there, it will handle big fish. Okay, it's meaty enough to do that. It's well made, sturdy. It'll take care of all that as well. So with this, we'll go out, get some bait, see what we can do with it. Stay tuned. Alright, what is happening, guys? We are back. I just secured bait, which is coming in the way of a little 3.5-inch bluegill, sunfish, warmouth. Not sure, Leo could tell you, but this is what we'll be using for bait. Okay, so what we're working with. I have a ounce weight, about 2 foot up the line. I just did a little noose knot, put that on there, and I've got the fish hooked back towards the tail so we get that live bait action. We'll toss him out. As you can see, he's swimming really well, so that's good. He is ready to go. Okay, so let's get this out there. All right, so we will let it sink to the bottom. Now, I've got my bait feeder drag all the way on low. So as you can see, I'm barely touching this. Should probably get out of the, barely touching that. Okay, and we're ready to roll. So as soon as you start turning that, it's gonna go. Okay, it's gonna engage that. You're gonna be rocking and rolling with full drag. So I'm gonna leave that up. I'm gonna be multitasking here. Remember, that's why I said I got it. I got this as a multitasker. So I'm not just gonna be sitting here waiting for something to bite that. I'm gonna be getting after it. I'm gonna be fishing with my other reels. So, what do we have in store on the other reel? I'm glad you asked. We have got a little shad imitation. Got this from the Lucky Tackle Box. I'm gonna see if we can get anything to hit this. We're gonna go live bait versus artificial bait. So we'll see if anything takes that here in a little bit. If not fish this side for these kind of things, so we'll see. Interesting retrieve on it. It doesn't really swim like a swim bait. It's almost more like a dying bait fish jerk bait type thing. It's different. I don't know. I've never used a soft body swim bait jerk bait thing. It looks like this, to be honest. So which one's gonna get a fish first? Strange little lure. Just giving it light twitches and pops, kind of walking it through over here. A fish? My goodness, we just caught a fish on it. What? All right, artificial bait 1. Wow, he's a jumper. Artificial 1, live bait 0. All right, well, you folks seen it. You've seen it unfold right in front of you. Artificial 1, live bait 0. There he is. Get in there, little fella. Well, he wasn't big, but he took it. Wow. Okay, I'm impressed. That's this little soft body shad. You have a bite? Dadgummit. Well, let's go across the way over here. Let's make a move and see if there's anything else bigger and better hanging out on the other side. All right, guys, we are back. Some new live bait on. It took me one cast over here and I got a little shad to throw on. Gonna try the artificial bait over here too. See if we can get anything cooking over in these parts. All right, part 2, live bait versus imitation shad bait. Oh, we got one. We got something on. See that? All right, now watch. I click it over, set the hook. We're in. Oh, no. He came off. No way. Oh, we had one. We had him. All right, so what are my final thoughts on this reel? I love it. KastKing Pontus is tough. It's versatile. It's smooth with a stout drag. And the bait feeder, man, it's just the cherry on top. Till next time, be a responsible fisherman, and no matter what, keep casting.